It's the fallout from Battleground as we head towards SummerSlam with some epic matches being made for next week. And on top of that, a epic, monumental-esque triple threat match for the United States Championship, a surprise return, and just so much craziness. All this and more on this week's edition of the Smackdown Rebound. Hello everybody, my name is Connor, aka OKAYFABE, your official SmackDown video correspondent for OneWrestling.com, of course, One Wrestling's videos YouTube channel. We thank you guys for tuning back into the Smackdown Rebound. We're going to cover everything from this week's Smackdown for July the 25th, 2017. Appreciate you guys coming in and checking things out here, of course. Love your continued support and love to know what you guys thought of this week's Smackdown. Again, hitting us down in the comment section below. Of course, subscribe for more awesome pro wrestling talk and your 24/7 pro wrestling news right here on One Wrestling and OneWrestling.com videos YouTube channel. That is a freaking mouthful. Ugh, getting dry throat just thinking about it. Anyway, again, guys, let us know your thoughts down in the comment section. Let us know. Hit us that big old thumbs up if you guys like the Smackdown Rebound. And make sure you follow myself and the entire OneWrestling.com family on the social media. Again, of course, myself at OKAYFABE. Of course, Big Ray, the Big Slam Nation. Of course, the legendary, the iconic Mr. Bill After One Wrestling. Again, all the links are down in the description box below. And guys, just a quick little side note as well, too. I want to make sure to give a special little shout out and praise as well, too. Matilda The Hun, who is a legendary Glow wrestler. That's right, gorgeous ladies of wrestling. Not doing so well, unfortunately. She has started a GoFundMe. I've provided the link for that down in the description box below. I want to give you guys a chance to, if you cannot donate monetarily, of course, feel free to spread the link, share it out, get as much notice and attention that it can possibly get to help out one of the greatest women in the part of Glow, the gorgeous ladies of wrestling, Matilda The Hun. Her GoFundMe, again, link is down in the description box below. Appreciate you guys checking that out. SmackDown was, wow, SmackDown was freaking crazy. Oh, goodness. Excuse me, Booker T. Oh, shucky ducky, quack, quack. SmackDown was insane this week. It was really cool, really crazy, and let's just get right into it. SmackDown kicked off with the United States Champion, Kevin Owens. That's right, Kevin Owens, kicking things off, proclaiming how great it is that he is able to regain the championship from that thief, AJ Styles. Now he says that he's your United States Champion. He can go back to defending the title with the pride and honor that it so rightfully deserves. He basically goes onto a bit of a tangent saying that he's going to also reopen the Kevin Owens United States Championship Open Challenge. Begins next week on SmackDown Live. Of course, the crowd boos this. He says, I'm not going to defend any championships in this hick town of Virginia, or excuse me, Richmond, Virginia. And that's when, of course, enters in the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. AJ, of course, says he doesn't want to come out here to congratulate him. He doesn't want to tell him he's the better man. He wants his rematch clause, and he wants it tonight. And then, surprisingly, it's the return of Jericho. Welcome back, man. Yeah, Chris Jericho making a surprise return to SmackDown Live, telling Kevin Owens to keep it quiet, as he also declares that he wants a shot at the United States Championship, since he's also entitled to a rematch as well, too. Some interesting and funny banter between Chris Jericho and AJ Styles, where AJ is unfortunately, he's put, hold on. That's right. He's put on the list. He's put on the list. I can't believe he's been put on the list. But of course, AJ Styles does not deter from being put on the list of Jericho, as Jericho also keeps badgering Kevin Owens as he's basically trying to get out of Dodge quick. And he is, of course, stopped by Shane McMahon. Shane says, you might want to stick around and actually listen to this, because this does pertain to you and, of course, the United States Championship. Shane says that both AJ and Jericho are both entitled to a rematch for the United States Championship, and he's going to get them. They're going to get them at the exact same time. It's going to be a triple threat match, AJ versus KO versus Y2J. But this match isn't going to happen at WrestleMania. It's not even going to happen at SummerSlam. It's going to happen tonight. Main event for SmackDown Live. Oh my goodness. Triple threat for the U.S. Championship. And I'm going to calm down. We're going to get into that towards the end. Just trust me on here. Hold my hand. Just trust me. We can get through this. Anyway, Baron Corbin versus Shinsuke Nakamura, the first official evening of SmackDown this week. Fantastic matchup. One of my least favorite matches from Battleground last night actually turned out to be one of my favorite matches for tonight's SmackDown in a very interesting twist. In my opinion, a much better match than we got last couple of nights ago at Battleground between Baron Corbin and Shinsuke Nakamura. A lot of near falls, fantastic psychology, and just some stiff, brutal action between both men. After Nakamura is able to slip out of the end of days, he's actually able to pass Baron Corbin into the corner and actually hit him with a brutal knee into the back of the head, rolling him out and then hitting the beautiful King Sasha to get the pinfall victory over the Lone Wolf and Mr. Money in the Bank. Not really too surprised that that Nakamura got the victory here, but again, considering what we had at Battleground, I'm actually surprised that this matchup came about so quickly, but at the same time, super stoked because this matchup was fantastic. We see a quick backstage interview with Naomi, the SmackDown Women's Champion, talking about her thoughts about what happened at Battleground, with Natalya basically dissing her and not shaking her hand after she became the #1 contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship at SummerSlam as well. She said that she won't let her disrespect it like she did by ditching the handshake. Then, of course, Natalya herself is able to roll up and basically says that she has tarnished everything about the WWE the WWE Women's Championship, referring to Naomi, saying that she's turned the championship into a kid's toy, having no respect for the legends that came before her. Of course, at SummerSlam, she's going to take the title and restore honor to the women's division, to which Naomi, of course, says that she's so stuck in the dirty dungeon of the past, she can't see the now, and that the women's revolution is about the future. She respects tradition, but she also didn't tarnish it. She just added a little bit of her own glow to it, and at SummerSlam, Natalya's going to be blinded by the glow. Of course, Carmella sneaks up behind her and just kind of gently taps on her briefcase to remind Naomi once again that she does possess the women's Money in the Bank briefcase. Speaking of women, they had a fantastic tag team match, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair taking on the tag team of Tamina and Lana. Very interesting matchup where we saw more Tamina than Lana in this actual tag team matchup, which could downplay to the fact that Lana once again hasn't really had a whole lot of in-ring experience, but from my perspective, regardless, that still didn't take away from this matchup. A lot of more camaraderie and more kinship between Charlotte and Becky Lynch. So I think Charlotte Flair has gone from being a tweener to that full-time babyface role, at least based off what we saw in this matchup. Surprisingly, Tamina was actually able to hold her own, but gets a brutal kick from Charlotte Flair, but only after Lana tags herself in. Charlotte boots Tamina out to the ring, and Lana, who looks like she's trying to hold her own, also receives that same boot from Charlotte Flair in order to allow the babyfaces, Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, to get the pinfall victory over Lana and, of course, Tamina. Tamina is absolutely rip-roaring mad afterwards at Lana for taking the pin there, yelling at her and slapping the apron before leaving and ordering her to come along. I'm very interested to see what this exact relationship between Tamina and Lana really is. We don't really know a whole lot of what exactly is going down, so it's going to be interesting to see how exactly that's going to play out. Maybe Tamina eventually snapping at Lana. I still don't know. Is it maybe something we see in Total Divas? I have no earthly idea, but it does make me very interested. Speaking of interested, we have Jinder Mahal, the current reigning, defending Maharaja, coming out next to demand his SummerSlam opponent. No Singh brothers, no Great Khali, just of course himself, the championship, and the 1.3 billion people of the great nation of India, as he proclaims how great he is that he snuffed out the legend of Randy Orton, but does want to know who his next opponent that he can lay siege to at SummerSlam, and surprisingly comes out the 16-time world champion, not Ric Flair, the other one, John Cena. Cena is trying to talk, but Jinder quickly cuts him off, saying he knows what he's going to say, that he doesn't deserve this, that he needs all this help. And Cena says, no, Jinder, that's actually not what I was going to do. I was going to do something totally different, actually congratulate you and say that I respect you in the championship, and I respect that you're in the best shape of your career, you're in the best shape of your life, you win the championship, and you'll do anything to hold on to it. But that's where I need to kind of give you a heads up. And he basically mentions that even though you may not know who I am, I'm John Cena, and at SummerSlam, you're facing Super Cena, and at SummerSlam, I'm going to become a 17-time World Heavyweight Champion. And as Cena's about to sound off with the trumpets high and mighty blasting in the air, out comes SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan says that even though, well, first and foremost, he congratulates Jinder Mahal and John Cena on their wins at Battleground. And as far as John Cena is concerned, he has a quest to make history, but he doesn't make the matches. Him and Shane do. And actually, even though John Cena is who he is, that doesn't deter him from being allowed to earn his opportunity for the WWE Championship match at SummerSlam. So, he says next week, John Cena will be in a match, a #1 contenders match, where the winner of the match will face Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. It'll be John Cena versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Ooh, this this is going to be good. I am a fan of both of these guys. Nakamura's records speak for itself. Cena's records speak for themselves. The fact that we haven't seen these two face off against each other, first time possible dream match on SmackDown next week, it's almost can't miss television, folks. You definitely do not want to miss Cena versus Nakamura next week on SmackDown. Winner goes on to face Jinder Mahal for the WWE title at SummerSlam. I'm getting pumped just thinking about it. It's amazing. Gotta calm down. Anyway, we see a cool little backstage segment where basically Kevin Owens is mentioning to Shane McMahon that he says he put him in this triple threat because he does not like him. He hates him, and he hates the fact that he is U.S. champion. Shane, of course, quickly defends, saying he does not like Kevin Owens, but he doesn't care who the U.S. champion is as long as it's defended on SmackDown. And we give the audience what they so rightfully deserve, which is, of course, fantastic matches. Can't really argue with you, Shane. Shane for Prez. Let's keep this ball rolling. Tag team matchup between Aiden English and Mike Kanellis against Sami Zayn and Ty Dillinger. Fantastic to see all four of these men on SmackDown Live getting the opportunity they so rightfully deserve. Sami Zayn and Ty Dillinger getting the win via a haluva kick from Sami Zayn and Mike Kanellis. Really nothing to write home about this one, folks. It was just great seeing all of them get their own time in this one. I loved Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis. I'm just huge fans of them, especially with their jackets and the way they were just great gimmick. I love the whole Power of Love thing. It's great. Ty Dillinger, who doesn't love the perfect 10? It was just great stuff all around. I really appreciated that. Now, the New Day was supposed to come out next and celebrate their SmackDown Live tag team title win last 2 nights ago at Battleground. And in a very clever twist, they were actually attacked backstage as Big E was doing his typical New Day. "Oh, Richmond, don't you dare be sour." He gets cut off backstage with the mic as the intro was rolling out by the Usos. We see the Usos throwing Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston out into the ramp area, beating them up mercilessly, even one point being throwing Kofi into like the edge of the stage area and just taking him out that way. Brutal stuff, but fantastic. And then, of course, Big E coming in a little later on to try to get the save, but double super kick by the Usos, and the New Day are laid out flat. It was great stuff to see. I liked it because no one's ever done it before. No one's attacked the New Day mid-entrance. Like, of course, that makes sense. Of course he would do that. It just makes sense to me. But it was just really clever stuff. I thoroughly appreciated that. It was just different, and I can't wait to see where Usos and New Day go, possibly even at the SummerSlam. But, of course, the epic main event, the triple threat matchup for the United States Championship, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho. I cannot do this justice. This matchup was just so damn good. It was so damn good. It was a treat. It was a pleasure. It was fun. It was entertaining as all hell. Great moments, great psychology, great spots. I cannot stop praising this matchup. It was a treat to be able to see the U.S. Championship defended on SmackDown, let alone with the caliber of these three individuals. Great stuff to see all from all three men. In a surprising twist, Kevin Owens hitting a frog splash from the top turnbuckle onto Chris Jericho, but AJ throwing Kevin at the count of 2 out, then running in and pinning 1, 2, 3 Chris Jericho to become the new United States champion. And in a fit of rage, Kevin Owens grabs the mic, calling it BS, calling it unfair, and says he wants his rematch next week on SmackDown, which apparently has been granted. So next week, we get Cena Nakamura and Styles Kevin Owens for the U.S. title. I just might pass out at this one. Holy cow. In any case, SmackDown was a great show overall from top to bottom. I thoroughly enjoyed every moment of it. I think there were really no lulls. I think maybe the tag team matchup with Aiden English and Ty Dillinger and maybe the women's matchup were a little bit lulls, but other than that, I love the Corbin-Nakamura match, love the triple threat main event. Jinder Mahal, Cena, especially the prospect of seeing what we're going to see next week on SmackDown is all the better. One thing I definitely think SmackDown does a little bit better than its Monday Night counterpart as terms of hyping you up for what we're going to see next week. So I thoroughly enjoyed SmackDown this week, guys, but of course, these are just my thoughts. I want to hear what you guys thought of this week's SmackDown. Again, let us know in the comment section below, or hit us up on the social media, and you can hit my follow myself at OKAYFABE, at Big Slam Nation, at Big Ray, and the entire OneWrestling.com family. All the links are in the description box below, including the legendary, the iconic Mr. Bill Apter at Apter One Wrestling. Check out OneWrestling.com for all your 24/7 wrestling news. And of course, check out and hit that subscribe button if you guys want more awesome content from all of us right here at OneWrestling.com. That being said, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here again. Let us know your thoughts, guys. Check out Matilda The Hun's GoFundMe. Again, the link is in the description box below. And to quote the legendary, the iconic Mr. Bill Apter, we will see... Oh, hold on. Okay, Bill's not on the list. We're good. Okay. We're good. Just I want to make sure. To quote the legendary, the iconic Mr. Bill Apter, we will see you at the matches.